Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're on a big lawn. I'm going to show you around. We are carrying out a full renovation, and I've got a little bit of help today. So that's Charlie. He's carrying out the aeration. I've watched him on the first half a dozen strips. He's doing a fantastic job. And I'm just starting to go over the scarifier. So we're going to crack on with this. We've got this section of lawn as well. And then we have a little lawn at the front. So I'm going to leave you guys on a time lapse while I get this done. It's quite a big size, so we need to crack on. Have an amazing day. So this job is deceivingly bigger than what you think. It probably doesn't look that big on the screen, but trust me, it was a big old property. And the back garden actually it backs onto countryside. It was a really, really lovely location. Now, it's one of them jobs where if you just stare at it, it's very daunting. But you've just got to keep your head down and just trust the process and just keep going. And that's literally all you do. So we follow the steps that we've always followed. So Charlie was aerating in the beginning while I started with the scarifier, and now he's finished the aeration. So I'm carrying on with the scarifier, and Charlie then is blowing the thatch into lines. And then what he's doing is raking it into piles, and he's picking all that up and putting it into the bags. And he's just working his way across the lawn. So he is then going to be carrying on the far lawn, the big lawn, while I start to do the scarifying on the smaller of the two lawns. This lawn was particularly thick with thatch. So there was a lot of thatch actually coming out on this particular lawn. You can see all the birds there. That was a common theme on this lawn renovation. There were so many birds all the time. Robins, little blackbirds, just always down on the ground and pulling out loads of worms. So you can see there in the distance what we're doing. We are finishing off the far section of lawn. So I'm looking for areas where it needed a second scarify. Not all of the lawn needed the second scarify. I'm actually using new blades, so it made a really good job. Just with a single pass, it actually took a lot of thatch out. So what we're doing now, we've basically moved on to this lawn where Charlie's been blowing it into a pile. I'm raking and clearing it all off, and we're just getting ready to the point where we're going to be getting rid of all this waste. But just before that, we're going to give the lawns one final little mow. And I say little mow, it's not big, is it? It's quite a big lawn. So Charlie's going up and down with the mower, and this is the first time he's ever used a mower in his life, and what a great job he's done. And now we're bringing you back for the second day of work. This is half a day's work here now. All we've got to do is the seeding and the top dressing and get everything worked in. And then we're pretty much done and dusted. So we've got to crack on. Yesterday was very rainy. It just got progressively worse. And towards the end of the day, we dragged all of the bags out. We took them to a local farm which does all green waste recycling. And then when we came back, we got hailstones So we decided to call it a day, and we'll come back the next day. So this is what the plan is. We're going to crack on and get started. So what I was doing here, I had to think about it. I didn't want to just seed the whole lawn in one go, because I think we would lose a lot of seeds to the birds. So what we did, we started at the far end, and I seeded a strip from left to right, probably 4 meters deep, something like that. So I would put the seed on, and I've shown Charlie how to put the compost top dressing on, so he's got to grips with that pretty easily. And then either he or myself would then use a brush to work it all in. Now it was either a brush or using the lute. It was just as easy to use a brush on this occasion, so it was absolutely fine. And by doing it this way, we have minimised how much seed we're going to lose to birds, because you always lose 1 or 2. It can't be helped, not unless you're going to fleece it. But I was not prepared to fork out and fleece a lawn of this size. I think something like 500 or 600 square meters, something like that. So yeah, we started at the far end and we're just working our way back nice and steady. So I was leaving all of the heavy lifting to Charlie on this job. I'd injured my foot and don't know how I'd done it. It's like when you stub your toe really badly, and it just felt like that, but total agony. So I was really struggling on this job, limping everywhere, and actually on day 2 I brought some more appropriate footwear, shall we say, just for comfort. So what I was doing was just the easier stuff, which was just bringing the bags and laying them out ready for where it needs, and then preparing the next section, putting the seeds down. So basically what's happening is that everything keeps moving. Charlie's not stopping and waiting for me, so I will always make sure I'm a few steps ahead, and then I'm following up behind him, working it in, as you can see now. So here we are. This is a lawn renovation. Scarify, aerate, overseed, top dress. It's the same process. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.